What's going on, YouTube? This is Antonio. Oh, my beard looks different and my hair does too. Yep, I had to cut everything off. And that's because I am an actor and it was required of me to change my appearance. Yep, guys, I am a background actor for different I've done different things before, different productions. I've been in different productions, Ray Donovan, Power. I've been in Law and Order and many other shows. And this video is actually about how to get started in background acting and potentially even moving on from background acting to having principal roles. Let's go ahead and check out the video. Let's start it right now. How to get into background acting. So I think the first things first is that you want to go ahead and find, depending on the city that you're in, if you're in New York City like me, there is Central Casting, which is a free, not website, it's an agency kind of sort of thing. I think they're a background agency, a talent agency, and they can help you out. All you have to do is literally sign up through their forms online. Go to centralcasting.com, and once you fill that out, they ask you to go in person. I think it's either Tuesdays or Thursdays, depending. It's their walk-ins, and what you do is that you fill out the forms that they have there. Some of it is like tax forms and stuff like that, because it is a job again, like I mentioned. And then take some pictures of you, and then they'll have you on a database. And based on what they're looking for, well, different shows or movies they're looking for, they'll look you up in the database, and that's pretty much it. So make sure you go over there with looking, haircut or makeup done, hair done. Make sure you're looking at your best to go over there, because it's not gonna be a professional picture. It's just literally they're gonna take a picture of you and they're gonna leave it on their website. Also, Central Casting, they also have gigs online, so you have to look for them. Now more than ever, they're actually allowing you to look for the gigs yourself instead of actually giving you gigs. They before it was more like you get this text message, hey, this is the Central Casting, or would you be interested in working? Now it's more like you have to sign up for the gigs. Another website that I use a lot, and this is the main website that I get my gigs from, is Casting Networks. And that website, you do have to pay for it, but it pays for itself. One gig will pretty much pay it for the entire year or so, or close to it. So it's definitely worth it, in my opinion, to get yourself a Casting Networks subscription and a membership. And there you can see almost any project, not only in New York City, but anywhere pretty much across the country, and sometimes internationally. Really easy to navigate, really simple, and it's very detailed on everything that you could offer for production. So I think it's pretty dope that you could go ahead and go to that website. You could put a different type of headshots. You could put your height, your weight, what can you do, and it's definitely something that's pretty cool. And sometimes you'll get their indie film roles that you might even get a talking opportunity, and that's something that we're going to talk about next. Talking opportunities are building real. At the end of the day, listen, you could go ahead and work background for these big productions like Power, like Game of Thrones, Showtime shows, Ray Donovan, those type of things. And you might think that you might show up on the shows, but you actually don't even show up, but you get paid. And on top of that, hey, listen, that's cool and all, but to be honest, in my opinion, the pay is not that great. Honestly, they're paying you, what is it, like about $250 for an 8-hour work. So it's not the best. I mean, it might be a little bit off. It might be less than that. I don't know. Point is that if you're doing background acting for money, you're gonna have to really bust your butt to do so. I think that what we're doing it is for the exposure. What I'm doing in person is for the exposure and just learning the environment, because eventually I want to just get out of background acting. So I would say that one of the things that you could do is build up reel. And one of the best websites to build up reel is Backstage, because Backstage has a lot of student projects. A lot of students from NYU or Columbia or anybody who's just wants to get some independent things going on, they go ahead and they post their work there, and you could apply to audition. And I definitely think there's something every day. There are a whole bunch of projects that are new. There will be something that might be interesting to you. Also, you might get a notification that somebody's actually trying to have you audition for their project. So it's not only about you just looking out for you, looking out. Sometimes they're gonna be looking for you. And I think that that's where you, if you want to go ahead and make it possibly to take it to another level, besides background acting, I think this is definitely the place to go, so you can build that reel, and then that way you could hopefully go ahead and give your reels and your resumes to a agency, and hopefully they make it work. That's pretty much what I got so far, guys. The 3 websites that I would definitely recommend is going to casting, Central Casting, which is free. You don't have to pay for that, and you'll get your foot into background work. You might want to see what background work feels like, and they'll get you pretty much started in a gig really quickly once you sign up with them. Casting networks, you do have to pay for it, but remember, like I told you, it'll pay itself off. Just keep going on that. And then Backstage, which is really good for indie films, for student films, and to get maybe those speaking roles that you want, just to practice your art of acting, and also to develop that reel that you eventually will be sending out to different agents and representations. All right, guys, I am out. This is Antonio. If you have any comments, any questions, and anything that you guys want to talk to, I'm more than willing to help you guys out to get your step into background acting. Drop the comment below. Don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to like. And I appreciate you guys checking out the page. Have a good one.